Hey everyone, as I mentioned in my previous video, I wanted to give a special review for the JSAUX Cooling Fan itself and showcase exactly what you're getting here by purchasing the cooler kit and how good it is at keeping your temperatures lower, which, spoiler alert, it's very good. But before we get into those impressive benchmark results, I want to go over some of the details about the fan itself. It has a maximum speed of 6,000 RPM, which is set on the dial on the side. There isn't any indication about how fast it is at specific spots, so I would assume that half of the maximum dial is around 3000 RPM. It has a battery life of about 4 hours in my tests at the maximum speed, which lines up with JSAUX claims of 4 to 6 hours of battery life, and should be very sufficient for big gaming sessions. Also, since it's not sharing power with the Steam Deck and has its own battery, that's a good thing to me because you won't see any performance dips. However, this means you have a second device that needs charged after you're done playing. Or if you are still gaming, you can plug it in with the provided USB-C cable to keep it going if needed. But it doesn't have pass-through power, so you will have to charge the Steam Deck separately. The battery itself takes a little over an hour to come to a full charge. If fan noise is something you're largely concerned about, then you might want to consider headphones, because this is not a silent fan. On my super accurate sound meter phone app in a quiet closet with the fan at maximum speed, we're seeing about 86 decibels, and with the Steam Deck's fan at the maximum RPM of 7300 RPM, with the good fan, we're seeing about 84 decibels. They're very close to the same. However, the cooling fan is larger in size, so although they're around the same noise level in decibels, it doesn't speak to the volume of the noise or the space the sound occupies, which to me is significantly higher with the cooling fan. Obviously, in a recording, the sound is going to be very different than hearing it in real life, but here are some clips for comparison. And lastly, it does add about 125 grams to the weight of the Steam Deck. Ideally, I would recommend using this when your Steam Deck is docked, or if you're using the mod case with the kickstand to hold the deck up. Now, all those considerations aside, let's get into the fun part. Like my previous testing with the PTM 7950, I'm using an idle area of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider as a benchmark at the highest settings. In my previous test with the PTM 7950 installed, it took about 45 minutes to reach 81 Celsius, and then the additional RPM kicked in on the fan to 6300 RPM, and then it dropped down to about 80 degrees Celsius. So in this benchmark, I still have the PTM 7950 installed, so I'm going to let it run for about 1 hour for each test. First, I let it sit with the hard-coated fan curve and let it climb. After about an hour, it was at 80.5 degrees Celsius with around 6300 RPM, which is what I saw in my previous tests. Then I attached the cooling fan at the maximum speed. Within about 9 minutes, the temperature dropped from 80.5 to below 68 Celsius and eventually leveled out to around 67.5 degrees Celsius and maintain this temperature. So that's a 13-degree drop in temperatures, which is pretty huge. For my next test, I took the cooling fan off and switched the Steam Deck fan to the maximum speed for an hour. We stabilized around 76.5 degrees Celsius, so with just the Steam Deck fan at the maximum RPM, we're only seeing about a 4-degree drop compared to the 13-degree drop with the fan. So then for my last test, I kept the maximum RPM set on the Steam Deck fan and attached the cooling fan at the max setting again to see if there's any additional cooling we can squeeze out. Unfortunately, it's not much. It was just about an additional 2 degrees. So setting everything to max, we're seeing a 15-degree drop total. This is pretty impressive to me, but I would prefer not to strain the Steam Deck fan to run at the max all the time. So I would just keep the default fan curve with the JSAUX fan on to the maximum setting itself. I think this will be really useful for keeping your temps down when you're overclocking, or if you're just trying to extend the life of the device. If you're running it at full load all the time playing AAA games, then this will help keep those temps down. So in summary, I do think this is a great tinker accessory if you aren't concerned too much with the noise or the additional weight, and it's nice that with the mod case it's easily removable by just sliding it off. If you're trying to achieve maximum cooling with your Steam Deck without a vacuum attached, this should be on your radar. I hope you like this review, and if you end up getting it, let me know in the comments how it's working for you. See you next time.